Hello and welcome back to Jarvis Johnson Gold, the premium channel that is free. It is free, but if you're watching this, you're premium. And right now, this is actually a flip book with audio that I'm moving telepathically with my mind to animate. Yep, telekinesis in action, which is what I'll be talking about today. TikTokers who think they have telekinesis, and they do, because if you say it on TikTok, then it must be true. I don't have a great relationship with telekinesis, mainly because back in the 90s, there was this guy who claimed he was telekinetic named Uri Geller, and he went on like the Tonight Show and stuff like that, and then he was outed as a fraud. Allegedly, he was so famous that the Pokemon Kadabra was actually a reference to his name, and he sued, and due to the like legal proceedings or something, they couldn't print Kadabra on a Pokemon card for like 20 years. That pisses me off because I like Kadabra. He's cool. I mean, look at him. Yeah, so like this Kadabra card was like the last one that was printed for a long time. Uri Geller tweeted last year, I think, or 2 years ago, "I'm truly sorry for what I did 20 years ago. Kids and grownups, I am releasing the ban. It's now all up to Nintendo. Bring my Kadabra Pokemon card back. It will probably be one of the rarest cards now." Well, that's not true. But Kadabra's back, and so are the telekinetics on TikTok because they can't be stopped because they can bend spoons. Yeah, so Uri Geller's thing was that he bent spoons, and so like Kadabra, that's why Kadabra has a spoon. I don't know if y'all knew, look, it's my YouTube channel. I can tell you all the fun stories that I got in the can, which is, I'll always find an excuse to tell some Pokemon lore, so here we are. My husband and I are currently learning telekinesis. They are now applying telekinesis to move a small piece of foil that could be moved with wind. I feel like you could blow from this far away and move that piece of foil, no? I've been practicing my nesis, as they call it, as I call it. Pretty easy to manipulate the air. This obviously doesn't work in a vacuum, or telekinesis is real, but it is only real for moving small objects that could otherwise be used by air. The outcome is the same. His hands are too small to move the air, I think. Or he's like kind of a weakling. He's like the rare muggle that's born from wizard parents. He's a freaking squib. His parents are fucking telekinetic, and this kid can't move the... Dude, you're not a wizard like mommy and daddy, loser. Day 5 of training telekinesis with my twin flame. Now, before we start the video about day 5 telekinesis training, over under on whether or not it's moving your hand to make wind and to move something with wind. Thoughts? That is quite literally creating a gust with your hand. Okay, I don't... And then your partner just sits there like, hell yeah, brother. This is something I did when I was like 9 years old. Is this telekinesis? It's like literally gusting. It's weird because if I just do this, can you hear the wind on the mic? I'm using telekinesis right now to cool myself off. For telekinesis tutorials, join the airbending school. Go off, I guess. Dude, this is so mean. It feels like doing tech deck. This is like what I got in trouble for in Algebra 1 class for like doing tech deck with my textbooks. She landing it on the 2 books from last training. Honestly, I would do, fun time bonding with my partner. I wouldn't sell the class. If I watch this video, I'm not signing up for the Patreon to learn how to airbend, because like all you can do is move aluminum foil. That doesn't help me very much in life. Damn, it's really somebody out here for everybody. That's the real takeaway. I mean, there's classified experiments that had a group of men that knew and were taught abilities that we wouldn't believe. It's a different world than the TikTok comments, man. I'm so glad we have this app back. Those 12 hours, I was sweating bullets. Thankfully, I had telekinesis to keep me cool. This isn't a large creator, so I'm not even gonna show the name, but these individual TikToks do have hundreds of thousands and millions of views, so I'm talking about the viral ones. I am gonna see how much the class costs. I can get a one-on-one call for $50. Oh, so I can get a 360-minute golden age, whatever that means, for $555. And I can get the Foundation of Magic for $220. There's all like, what are these angel numbers? Is that? So the airbendering mentoring does cost $111.11, of course. And then 360 minutes though, that's 6 hours. I mean, if it's a one-on-one for 360 minutes. That's a lot of someone's time. But I do think it's overpriced because it's teaching you to, you know, I don't know if you guys felt that, but I like telekinesisly, I moved my hand. I telekinetically moved my hand just now. This is telekinesis moving it. Oh yeah. The airbending mentoring service provides you everything I know about airbending. I provide you weekly lessons and homework to help enhance your abilities. Regards to airbending. Each week you'll receive lessons that not only cover the fundamentals of airbending, but also explore, shouldn't airbending be in like capitalized? Or is that copyrighted by like Avatar: The Last Airbender? Not only cover the fundamentals of airbending, but also explore advanced techniques to refine your abilities. The exercises and homework provided are made to enhance your connection with the air element, improve your control, and expand your understanding. Whoa! Yo, you're not under the understanding, you're inside of standing. That's how you really master control of the air. In addition to the lessons, I will provide personalized feedback on your progress, helping you overcome challenges and encouraging you to push your limits. This journey is not just about learning to manipulate air, but also about developing a stronger sense of self and a deeper connection to the world around you. All right, GPT-0, which I don't know how good it is, but it says 80% AI. Always good to check. Whenever I go to a sell page for one of these things, I'm so curious. Oh, wow. $555.55 a month? Yo! Dude, they just made the AI app. They were like $555 a month, and I ain't typing all that. It's wild to have all this shit be like spiritual and then be like, okay, now I did use the AI to generate the text. So this is $555 a month? Look, I want to do the 7-day free trial, but unfortunately, I fear I'll forget. But thanks to today's sponsor, Rocket Money, I don't think I will. Rocket Money is an all-in-one personal finance app that helps you cancel subscriptions, lower your bills, and manage your money better. It's a lot for one app. This is true. I'm notorious for forgetting to cancel subscriptions after I sign up for them, free trials, things I think I'm just going to use for 1 month, and I'm not going to get got by the subscription psychology where I forget and then subscribe indefinitely. Rocket Money helps with that. They safely and securely identify these recurring charges and cancel the unwanted ones. You can even cancel quickly within the app, so no need to do the annoying customer service calls to your gym where they make it really difficult to find how to actually cancel your subscription. Rocket Money has helped save its customers up to $740 per year, which amounts to over $500 million saved in unwanted subscription cancellations. Rocket Money can also help you set a budget and sends you notifications when you exceed that budget in your tracked categories. So take control of your finances today by heading over to rocketmoney.com/Jarvis Johnson or click the link in the description to get started with Rocket Money today for free. Thanks again to Rocket Money for sponsoring this video. Now back to the video. They also sell wands and staves. They've got a whole business. I admire the ingenuity. I admire the, what's the word? Scam. Nah, I'm just joshing. I admire the entrepreneurship and the initiative and the telekinesis and wands. This staff is a symbol of courage. Well, I don't even want to read this because I just feel like I'm reading like AI slop. This does look cool though. I'm not going to lie to you. It hits different when they're selling a class for $500 a month. That's what's wild to me, you know? It leaves just let people have fun and goes into what are we doing here? Let's be real, right? Even if all the, you know, this got hundreds of thousands of views, 65,000 likes, 63,000 likes. If just 0.001% of the people seeing this sign up for that, that sucks, right? I don't know. I could be in the wrong here. My line with things like this is like, it's allowed to be a joke up until you're charging people for it, you know? Because you don't charge people as oh, haha, it's a bit. No, but it's like a bit that you can also pay me $500 for. Wouldn't that be so funny? That's like where it like crosses over into like, now I'm going to poke fun at that's just the wind. All right, bud, you're not water bending. Those are the waves and you know it. All these people are commenting that wind is the only reason that the water's moving, but why do you think there's wind? It's because he's airbending. He's just trying to get on the level of... This is the only real airbender in my book. This man wishes he could airbend like that. And guess which one of them is selling a class? There's a certain freedom to this that I think is beautiful, and it's immediately undercut by join Golden Age on Patreon for developing metaphysical whatever, and then it costs $1 million bajillion. That's where they lose me. Like, you're allowed to have whimsy, all right? I don't want to take away whimsy. You just don't scam people. Me explaining that some people may not want to know this, but a lot of times certain people don't receive or experience karma for mistreating and hurting you because you both agreed for it to happen prior to incarnating. You're just playing out your contracts. You create contracts with others to be hurt by them and betrayed too. It's like karmic victim blaming. It's victim bending is what it is. How do you do spiritual victim blaming? It's wild to me, but yeah, I'm off board with this. It is funny that it moves exactly like it would if it were on a string. Like it's being lifted by a single point and then she reaches in front of the object. But I'm actually just a hater and this is real telekinesis. Is she selling a class? Here, it's like she doesn't believe we have perspective and it's like clearly like the string would be here and she's reaching past it because it's just a string and it's easy to avoid. This is like some Hobbit forced perspective. Like we're not gonna believe. Oh no, she says not forcing you to believe. So okay, I take it all back. Just call it magic. If this was a Zach King video, he would just say it's magic and I would say yes it is Zach King. I don't know how you did that. Beautiful work. Not an RP. Hate equals boosting my active. This video has 14 million views.
This is not just a story. This is our future.
Why does the lighting not match? Doesn't it look like the hands are green screened in? This might be my biggest like conspiracy theory of the thing. Oh wait, yeah, that's what's happening here. How is it that the hands, both hands are like not in focus and like the focus is perfectly on the foil? Anytime you see telekinesis in video, there's so many ways to fake it that you have to do a real life demonstration. That's why Uri Geller was so impressive, because he could do his sleight of hand stuff in person until he was going to go on the Tonight Show with Johnny Carson, and James Randi, a guy who's like committed his life to outing people who pretend to have mystical powers. James Randi found out about this and told Johnny Carson how to basically make it so that the environment wasn't perfect for Uri Geller to do his stunts. And then he couldn't do the stunts on TV. So it was a big point of embarrassment for Uri Geller because he just like didn't feel the energy in the room. But it's because James Randi made it so that he couldn't do his normal trickery. But yes, this person does not seem to be selling anything. So they're just doing this for entertainment. And they say not forcing you to believe, which is nice. So the easiest thing to do is the video editing trick. The planes never cross, right? So if this area never crosses over her body, then it's a very easy thing to fake. Anything beyond that, it's a slightly more complicated thing to fake. So here it goes in front of her. So that's definitely harder to fake, but it like doesn't, it still looks like it's masked. Like it only crosses over a slight bit. It's pretty easy to go frame by frame and for the few frames that it's overlapping with their body and just like do the mask. And that's like just the easiest. That's how I could do it, right? Like, and I'm not even sure how she's doing it.
Giving up keys, you giving up, please. So my drink, boy, I got your bitch all in these. They know I'm a babe.
See, for a second, I was like, oh, it'll be cool to see them levitate. But this now, it's like a moving camera, but it's just rolling. So there's like a million ways to do that. Like this thing could be on a damn slant. But these are like not that interesting. Like when something moves, anything big is always gonna move very subtly. And if it lifts up, it's going to lift up by a single point. But if you lift up a heavy thing by a single point, it's going to start rocking because it's on a string. I don't have a problem with this. They're not selling anything. It's like telekinesis is real, but the only things that you can manipulate telekinetically are things that would be otherwise easy to fake. So that's why no one believes you. It just so happens that your power is like, it's one of those deals with the devil. It's like, okay, you can be telekinetic, but the only things that you can manipulate are things that would be easy to fake manipulating. So okay, someone behind behind the camera doing this. Telekinesis is real, and you can't convince me otherwise. If you want to learn to do telekinesis like me, you can sign up for my $9,000 Patreon, and I'll teach you to control the wind and the waves, but only a little bit. Only just a teensy bit where it's undetectable, but you'll know. Bye.